East, positioning the center, everybody. The name is Wu Fang, and welcome back to another episode of the Hunger Games Simulator. This is Season 3, Episode 14. Last time, as a suggestion by Plush Production Studio, we did Sonic the Hedgehog characters, where Vector the Crocodile somehow ended up winning. This time around, as suggested by Ronnie and Rosie 1069, 69 is nice, we are doing a Toy Story characters. So let's just delve into the cast. Woody and Buzz, the iconic duo, all the way back from movie 1. Jessie and Bullseye, the duo introduced in movie 2. I know Potato Head was Mrs. Potato Head was technically introduced in movie 1, but wasn't shown until movie 2. But yeah, those two. These three were introduced in movie 1, and they're also kind of like the background friendos who are willing to go on adventure. Forky from movie 4. The new toy they made, and honestly one of the few good things about 4. By the way, if you're asking me my rankings in the Toy Story movie, it's as follows from worst to best: 4, 1, 2, 3. 3 is the best one. Change my mind. Then you have Sid, Al Wiggin, Lotso Huggenberry, and Gabby Gabby, the villains of the movies. Sid is the villain of 1, Al is the villain of 2, Lotso 3, and Gabby Gabby 4. Sarge and RC, because iconic background characters, and I don't care what anyone says, that scene in Toy Story 1 with RC is still pretty cool. I don't even know why I was passionate about that, but alright. Then we have Andy Davis and Bonnie Anderson, the owners of the toys, and their moms, Mrs. Davis and Mrs. Anderson, which is going to be known as just Andy's mom and Bonnie's mom in their nicknames. I'm serious. Molly, the little sister of Andy that everyone forgot existed. Bo Peep, someone who is not in 3 and then has a prominent role in 4. Dolly, one of Bonnie's toys, and the only one I decided to really pick because most likable, and Stinky Pete because I almost completely forgot about him, and since he's Toy Story 2 villain, that would have been a damn shame. Anyways, yeah, that is the cast introduction. I am rooting for Woody because he's my favorite Toy Story character, and instead of going for the traditional Woody and Buzz, I'm going to root for Woody and Lotso. Because Lotso is one of my favorite villains in this my favorite villain in this franchise. And so you know what? We'll root for a hero, we'll root for a villain. Again, I'm not stressing too much about winners because I already have my 2 for the championship episode, though if I get a third, great, now I get to choose. But anyways, let's proceed. Jimmy standing on the podium, the horn sounds, Jessie runs away, Dolly kills Bonnie with her own weapon. Wow, okay. Bonnie's toys killed her immediately. Dolly was tired of being the villain. Bonnie's mom runs away. Slinky runs away. Mr. Potato Head is running away. Woody is grabbing a shovel. How? They're all short. Andy's mom runs away. Rex finds a bow, some arrows, and a quiver. Gabby grabs a shovel. Lotso runs away from the cornucopia. Buzz finds a backpack. Bo Peep finds a backpack. Sid clutches a first aid kit and runs away. I would say that's off of character, but considering his trauma in 1, maybe he would be fixing people up instead of killing them. Stinky Pete stakes a sickle. Mrs. Potato Head finds a backpack full of camping equipment. Al and Andy fight for a bag. Al gives up and retreats. Makes sense. Forky runs away from the cornucopia. Molly grabs a sword. Bullseye snatches a bottle of alcohol and a rag. RC runs away from the cornucopia. Ham runs away with a lighter and some rope. Sarge stays at the cornucopia for some resources. Day 1. Stinky Pete searches for a water source. Molly attacks Dolly, but Bullseye protects her, killing Molly. The humans are going fast. This will be a toy victory. Al tends to Andy's mom's wounds. Oh boy. Bo Peep is running away from Forky. Ham steals from Rex while he isn't looking. Lotso diverts Gabby's attention and runs away. Buzz constructs a shack. Jessie cannot handle the circumstances and commits suicide. I think Jessie is the first toy death. Andy defeats Mrs. Potato Head in a fight but spares her life. You're my toy. Slinky sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. Mr. Potato Head discovers a cave. Sid explores the arena. Woody and RC work together to drown Sarge. Wow, okay, sure. I guess that'll work. And Bonnie's mom cannot handle the circumstances and commits suicide. That's 5 fallen tributes out of the way. That's nearly a quarter of the cast gone. We have Bonnie from District 9, Molly from District 11, Jesse from District 2, Sarge from District 8, and Bonnie's mom from District 10. With that said and done, no district is completely out of play, but we are down to, I believe, 19 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, 19 people left standing. So here we go. Buzz receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Bo Peep and Andy tell stories about themselves to each other. Okay, so I guess it's just no hold bars. Ham thinks about home. Sid is awoken by nightmares of toys killing him like they tried to when he was a kid. Slinky convinces Rex to snuggle with him. Gabby and Stinky Pete tell stories about themselves to each other. Woody destroys Mr. Potato Head's supplies while she is asleep. Bullseye tends to his wounds. RC quietly hums. Andy's mom cooks her food before putting the fire out. Al cries himself to sleep. Lotso and Forky sleep in shifts. Dolly starts a fire. Mr. Potato Head looks at the night sky. Buzz injures himself. Ham picks flowers. Bo Peep injures herself. Stinky Pete scares Sid off. Bullseye receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Mr. Potato Head catches Lotso. Mrs. Potato Head makes a slingshot. Forky travels to higher ground. Dolly stabs Rex in the back while his back is turned. Gabby defeats Andy in a fight but spares his life. Andy's mom practices her archery. RC makes a slingshot. Slinky receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Woody begs for Al to kill him. He refuses, keeping Woody alive. I can make money off of you, Woody, if I can get you to Japan. One cannon shot can be heard in the distance, and it's Rex from District 4. With that, there are still no districts being completely out of play. However, we are down to 18 people left standing. A quarter of the roster is down. So here we go. That is the bottom. The worst of the worst. Buzz and Bullseye tell stories about themselves to each other. Woody defeats Lotso in a fight but spares his life. Dolly cannot handle the circumstances and commits suicide. Bo Peep and Stinky Pete talk about the tributes still alive. Andy's mom is unable to convince RC to not kill her. Mrs. Potato Head convinces Al to not kill her, only to kill him instead. Okay, so that means Andy is the last human surviving. Oh no, it's still Sid. Sid is still in it. Alright. Gabby receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Mr. Potato Head fends Sin, Slinky, and Forky away from his fire. This seems so wrong to read. Andy is awoken by nightmares, and Ham dies of hunger. Woody injures himself. Bullseye tends to Slinky's wounds. Angie injures himself. Sid receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Forky attempts to climb a tree, but falls in Gabby, killing them both. Yeesh. Bo Peep searches for firewood. Mr. Potato Head defeats Buzz in a fight but spares his life. Mr. Potato Head, Lotso, RC, and Stinky Pete hunt for other tributes. With that, another quarter of the roster is down. We are down to half. With 6 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. We have Dolly from District 12, Andy's mom from District 10, Al from District 6, Ham from District 4, Forky from District 5, and Gabby from District 7. With that, we are down to the upper half. The bottom half is completely gone. If I take a look at the standings, Districts 4 and 10 are completely out. Top 12, 2 districts out. The upper half of the roster, here we go. Woody, Stinky Pete, Bullseye, RC, and Bo Peep sleep in shifts. Lotso cooks his food before putting his fire out. Mrs. Potato Head and Slinky huddle for warmth. Buzz cries himself to sleep. Andy quietly hums. Sid sees a fire but stays hidden. You know what? Makes sense that those two would be the longest lasting humans, the most prominent two. I don't care what anyone says. Sid alongside Andy are the most two prominent humans in this franchise. Mr. Potato Head falls into a pit and dies. Alright, so top 11. So we're almost at the top 10. Bo Peep searches for a water source. Woody goes hunting. Slinky overhears Andy and Buzz talking in the distance. Probably about nostalgic childhood memories. Mr. Potato Head and Lotso talk about the hunt for other tributes. RC, Stinky Pete, Sid, and Bullseye hunt for other tributes. One cannon shot can be heard in the distance, and it's Mr. Potato Head from District 3. With that, Districts 6 and 10 are still completely out of play, and I believe it is the top 11. I'll double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I was right. Down to the top 11 contestants left standing. One more death, and we're down to the top 10. Let's proceed. Night 4. Slinky convinces Buzz to snuggle with him. Mr. Potato Head, Sid, Woody, and Stinky Pete tell ghost stories to lighten the mood. Lotso receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Andy and Bullseye tell stories about themselves to each other. Bo Peep tries to treat her infection. RC stays awake all night. Woody constructs a shack. RC picks flowers. Mr. Potato Head searches for firewood. Sid attacks Buzz, but he manages to escape. Bo Peep tries to spear Fish of the Trident. Bullseye taints Stinky Pete's food, killing him. Ladies and gents, we are now at the top 10. Lonzo makes a wooden spear. Slinky thinks about home. Andy falls into a frozen lake and drowns, meaning, ladies and gents, Sid is the longest lasting human. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Stinky Pete from District 12 and Andy from District 9. With that said and done, we are down to, I believe, 8? No, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9 contestants left standing. Districts 4, 9, 10, and 12 are completely out of play. Anyways, top 9. Bo Peep sets up camp for the night. Sid tends to Buzz's wounds. Lotso receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Woody thinks about home. Mr. Potato Head, Bullseye, and Slinky get into a fight. Slinky triumphantly kills them both. And RC unknowingly eats toxic berries. So I think that's 3 downs. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still steer. We're at the top quarter. We are at the top quarter of the roster. Here we go. The cornucopia is replenished with food supplies, weapons, and memoirs from previous families. Lotso decides not to go. Buzz bashes Woody's head against a rock several times. You know, if one of those two were going to kill each other, I would always assume it was Woody killing Buzz, not Buzz killing Woody. But here we are. Sid decides not to go to the feast. Bo Peep decides not to go, and Slinky cannot handle the circumstances and commits suicide. We're down to the top 4 already. Buzz begs for Bo Peep to kill him. She reluctantly obliges, killing Buzz. Sid discovers a cave. Lotso falls into a frozen lake and drowns. 7 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Mrs. Potato Head from District 3, Bullseye from District 2, RC from District 8, Woody from District 1, Slinky from District 5, Buzz from District 1, and Lotso from District 7. So if we take a look, we only have 2 people left standing. Will Bo Peep win the Toy Story games for the toys? Or will it somehow be Sid Phillips, the last human standing, who wins? If Sid Phillips ends up winning this, I'm so sorry, but you kind of have to realize that Sid Phillips was an important character in this. But yeah, districts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 12 are out of play. Bo Peep versus Sid Phillips. Let's proceed. And Sid bashes Bo Peep's head with a mace. The winner is Sid Phillips from District 6. So there we have it. That is our Toy Story winner. For this episode. Again, not stressing too hard about not winning, but I will take it. This is a solid placement for both of my picks to end up in the top 6, the upper echelon, if you will. But anyways, let's go over the placements. In 24th place, Bonnie. In 23rd place, Molly. In 22nd place, Jesse. In 21st place, Sarge. In 20th place, Bonnie's mom. In 19th place, Rex. In 18th place, with 2 kills to her name, Dolly. In 17th place, Andy's mom. In 16th place, the worst of the Toy Story villains, Al McWiggin. Again, not the worst, but the worst placing. With the worst of the villains that got placed. In 15th place, Ham. In 14th place, Forky. In 13th place, Gabby Gabby. So it goes 2. So in terms of villains, it goes 2 and 4. In 12th place, Mr. Potato Head. In 11th place, Stinky Pete. In 10th place, Auntie Davis. In 9th place, with 1 kill to her name, Mrs. Potato Head. In 8th place, with 2 kills to his name, Bullseye. In 7th place, with 2 kills to her name, RC. In 6th place, with 1 kill to his name, Woody. In 5th place, with 2 kills to his name, Slinky. In 4th place, with 1 kill to his name, Buzz Lightyear. In 3rd place, with surprisingly no kills to his name, which is a definite shock considering that 3rd place is Lotso Huggenbear, the one Toy Story villain who actually got close to killing people. In 2nd place, with 1 kill to her name, Bo Peep, and the winner is Sid Phillips, with 1 kill to his name. There we go. It's the average amount with 6 days and 6 nights. Let's review the district placements. In 12th place, District 10. In 11th place, District 4. In 10th place, District 12. In 9th place, District 9. In 8th place, District 3. In 7th place, District 2. In 6th place, District 8. In 5th place, District 5. In 4th place, District 1. In 3rd place, District 7. In 2nd place, District 11. And 1st place, in District 6. there you have it. That will conclude the Toy Story Hunger Games Simulator. Hope y'all enjoyed. I don't know what we're doing next time, so please comment down below your suggestions, and we can get to work on that. But I think the next video that's coming out is either a Batman Arkham video or an Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 video. Anyway, see y'all then.